before I say something, I would like to congratulate and appreciate everyone from the India Dynamics community the way you have arranged these sessions, and especially to the audience. I mean, this is the weekend, but they are joining in a large number, right? So
Yes,
it shows
absolutely.
how they are passionate about it. And what else I can say about Billur? She has shared this session in a very good manner, and I hope everyone has understood the interesting concept. It is very important. So let me come to my session. Let me share my screen. Just let me know when you can see my screen.
Yeah, Ramit. Yeah, yes,
Can you see my
Ramit.
screen?
Yeah, we are able to see your screen.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. And thanks once again who have joined in this session. And it's appreciated that you take some time from your busy schedule, like it is your family time in Sunday, but you are showing your interest and passion towards the learning. It's really appreciated. So it is about myself. Today, as you know, that it was a very quick request that some due to some issue that the this session was not scheduled, but some requests came from Rakesh and team, and I had to prepare for this session in 1 day time. If I make some mistake, just pardon and bear with me. But I will try my level best. And I have prepared and worked hard on this. I am sure I will be able to make you understand. So if you, in case don't get time and in the last time of the session, you can just write down my contacts like LinkedIn. You can. I'm very active in LinkedIn in community as well. You can if you don't find me anywhere, you will find me in community. So today's agenda on the advanced bank reconciliation is like, if you are not from the finance background, if you are working in finance, if you are working dynamics system implementation, if you don't know the bank statement, I will try to make you understand from the scratch what is bank reconciliation, why do you call it advanced bank reconciliation, right? And then we will I will show you how to do the setup from the scratch, and I will talk about different scenarios, how we can make our process very easy for users. Like in large organization, they always want to do a automated process, that I will also show you how to do the automated end-to-end reconciliation, but step by step, so that you can digest in one go. The way I have prepared for this session, I'm sure you will understand. So first, if I talk about bank reconciliation, so what is bank reconciliation? So most of the audience, I'm sure they will be interested to see the basic, but those who are not from the finance background, I will make you understand what is bank reconciliation. So bank reconciliation is something that we already are aware in our life. That, say suppose I have some bank. I'm sure each and everyone will have at least one bank in their account, right? So suppose I'm doing some transaction, I'm paying by UPI or loan, whatever. But at the end of the month or sometime we request some bank statement. So I get a PDF file and I check everything, which I mean each and everything is fine or not. Then I'm happy. Okay, my bank statement looks good. But in large organization or medium or small organization, they basically, or as a CFO or a finance manager, you always want to track your cash flow, where it is going, or you want to track your bank data, whether you are booking the transaction in ERP or any accounting system correctly or not. So that you ask for the bank statement, your user or the finance manager check the bank statement, and then just do the reconciliation in the system. So that's basically a typical bank reconciliation process looks like. What is advanced bank reconciliation? So advanced bank reconciliation is nothing. It's just a, say suppose like I was saying, that bank statement we get it from the bank, but just assume that in an organization, in Delhi, there are thousands of lakhs of transactions, 100,000 transaction happens in a large organization. So what if a bank send the PDF file and a user spend a lot of time? It will be impossible to see, see the bank statement and check the booking in the ERP. So that's why uh, all the banks, what they do, they have a process to send the electronic file. Electronic file means on that electronic file, all the transaction, that file will contain all the transaction. That will be a coding language or HTML language or XML language in TXT file, whatever. So when they send those files, that file has to be consumed or handshaked by this accounting system, ERP system. And ERP system must have the functionality to understand that electronic file and fetch the data in one by one in a format so that accountant or a finance manager just check what is in my statement and what is in my booking system. That's basically advanced bank reconciliation I talk about. I am repeating once again what they do. A bank send an electronic file, it comes to system, a user or a finance manager import that statement. They don't need to do anything to to create a transaction in bank statement. The bank statement itself contains all the data, and the ERP system understand the law, understand the language, and they fetch those data into the system in one part, and in one part of the system will have all the bookings, and then they match those transactions. If matching, then they reconcile the statement. If not matching, they do some adjustment entries and everything, and they close the statement. So that is basically a advanced bank reconciliation concept in organization. If you talk about dynamic system of finance and operation, it has a very vast functionality, very automated approach functionality, where we can just import the statement and we can automate the matching process as well. So I don't need to, do the manual matching one by one from the bank statement, from the booking. Everything can be automated in the dynamic system of financial operations. So I will talk about that. So I wanted to give you a glimpse so that you understand what is bank statement, talks about. So yeah, so now I will go to my system now. I will show you how to configure this bank statement. At first, like I said, a system needs to understand the language what basically bank statement contains. So when we say bank statement, it's not a system specific bank statement. It is a industry specific bank statement or a bank specific bank statement. It's not like I am implementing a dynamic system of finance and operation or SAP. Say suppose I will ask the XML file as per my way. No, not like that. In industry or in the world, we have two to three or couple of bank statement which each and every bank has to mention. One very common in Asia region, which is MT 940. Other, if you work in in American region, they follows the BA12 format. And if you work in European region, they follows the CAMT.53 or 54 file format. So in this session, I will talk about the MT 940, but the process will remain same. Nothing changes on the functionality. So to make the system understand, we need to do some basic setup. What is the setup? First, we need to go to organization administration. We need to go to electronic reporting. And from there, we need to import the electronic file. It is an electronic reporting workspace where we can, customize everything by low code, no code. So I will not talk about it. This is just an import. I will go to Microsoft repository and then I will click on open. So it will take me through the repositories of Microsoft. From here, I will download the MT940 format. MT940 format. So I need to click on here, but I can also come here in advanced bank reconciliation segment. I can download from here as well. But it's I find it very easy to import it. I mean, type something here and filter. I just import it from here. So I will not import once again, but because I have already imported for you, when you are configuring it for the first time, for your partner or client, you just need to select everything and just click on import. It will be imported. That's it. Nothing more you need to do. Previously, this process was not from here. This process was from the data management workspace. From there, we had to create a project and everything. But that process is no more. That process is deprecated. From now, it is it will be from the electronic reporting workspace. What I need to do, I need to select the model and format and everything. I need to import it. That's it. My one part of the configuration is done. Then what I need to do, I need to go to the cash and bank management, and under the bank advanced bank reconciliation setup, I will have this bank statement format. From here, I just need to create a format, and from the drop down like this. So I will not create, but I will show you. So you can write anything, you can write anything here, and from the drop down, it will show me the bank statement format what I have imported from the electronic reporting workspace. That's it. If you have a requirement, to work with multiple bank statement, like your organization is a multi-country implementation organization or multi-country existing they have. So they can have one bank following MT940, they can have other bank following BA12 or CAM50, right? So for that case, you need to import everything from the electronic reporting workspace and need to create different format from here. So the process will be same. This part is done. Now what I need to do, I need to identify which bank will follow this statement or which bank will send the format, with MT940 format, and then I need to add that format to the bank. So for me, I have taken this HDFC Bank India. I will click on HDFC, and then the first thing I need to do to enable this reconciliation, what I need to do is advanced bank reconciliation needs to be clicked on yes. And from the statement format, it will come from the statement what I have just created in the bank statement format. Whatever you create, it will show the bank statement format. So from there, I need to just set up. So like you see, statement format, I have clicked on it. I have selected the MT940 format. This I will come later, but for now, it's just you need to click on yes and you need to select the MT940 format or whatever format you want. That's it. So now system will understand if I import the bank statement for this bank, it will be MT940 format. Before I go towards functionality, I will also like to show you MT940 format sample. The TXT file I've taken, but it can be XML file as well. So when the organization will get the statement from bank in electronic file, this is how it looks like. It has all the tags like 20, 25, 28C, 68, 61. So these will be same for all the banks if they follow the MT940. You don't need to worry about to map everything. System understand the language. But for your better understanding, say suppose you want to test it on your own, so you will not get any or you will not have any sample bank format with you, right? So for you, I have downloaded a explanation by one of my colleague has written a blog on this. So this under this, their description or everything is basically written here. So which tagging is for what date of bank statement? So 20 means date of bank statement. This one bank account ID in the 65. So it shows how this bank statement looks like. I will also paste it in the chat so that you can understand. You can create your own statement and you can import it and try different scenario. That's how basically I learned, when I was doing the POC for the bank statement. I did not have any real bank statement. I took this as an, a reference and I made the bank statement such a way so that I can understand and I can prepare for the client demo or client configuration. So I have prepared this. This is the original bank statement you can see in my screen. So that's how the bank statement looks like. So this statement now system will be able to understand because I have imported the electronic file and I have added this MT940 format. Now the next step, I will show you that how to import the bank statement. Once bank send me the bank statement, I will go to the bank, particular bank for which the bank statement has been sent, and then here you will see this bank statement window, and then you will click on the import step. From here, I just need to select the bank account and bank statement format will automatically come because it is coming from the. I need to find where my bank statement is. I will click on this. I will select this one, upload. I will not click on it now. And I will click on OK. So now system will understand, okay, I'm importing a bank statement. System needs to map this in the staging file in the backend. System has the coding. So now you see the bank statement has been imported. So this is the process how we import the bank statement. Now, what about the reconciliation? The reconciliation, before I go to the reconciliation, what I need to do, the first step is I need to click on validate. System will validate that everything is correct or not in this bank statement. This is just a control check. That's it. If there is an error, like sometime we see opening balance and closing balance is not matching from the last statement which bank has sent. There might be a reason that the in between this bank statement there is a missing file and bank send the another file. So that's that can basically controlled by the system, and system will give us the warning that opening balance and closing balance is not matching, or the from date and to date is not matching. Okay, and then after this validation, I need to go to bank reconciliation. From here, I need to click on new. I need to click on a statement worksheet. It will show me which bank, for which bank I need to select HDFC Bank India. And then I need to go to worksheet. And now you will see, so this form is very interesting. Like I was showing, one form will be, one part of the form will be bank transaction. This is the bookings, what I have done in my ERP in Dynamics 365. And another part is bank statement transactions. This basically is not in the system. It's in the statement, and system understood the language, and it's basically fetched all the data from the bank statement what I have input. So now you see, I just as a manager, as a user, what I need to do, I need to check everything. Okay, 49 is my booking date in ERP, and 49 is a statement as well. So I need to click on it, and it is also matching. I need to just select this and match. Everything will be coming here. After that, what I need to do, I need to click on marker reconciled. It will take some time and it will be reconciled. Done. It is now showing as reconciled. If I refresh, it will be gone from here. And if I click on reconciled format, it will show me here. Right. So this is one part of reconciliation. It's one way of reconciliation. But what if you assume that an organization can have multiple or thousands of transactions in one day in one statement, right? It can be a periodic activity, it can be a daily activity, it can be a weekly activity, it can be a quarterly activity. But bank reconciliation has to be done in the system. Otherwise, a manager or a CFO will not be able to understand whether we are, or as a user, doing correctly or not, or all the bookings are correct or not, it's matching with the bank statement or the back with the bank, bank file or not. So that's basically needs to be done. But as if there are lakhs of transactions, thousand transactions are there. So really I mean, a user need to do it manually? It's not a feasible solution. So for that, I will show you what can be done. Like, let me show my PPT once again. So here I have written as like matching rule set, allowed date difference. So these topics comes from here. So we will talk about matching rules. So what is matching rules? Matching rules basically, I will instruct a system, okay, based on this criteria, based on this date criteria or the reference criteria. System will do the automatic matching from here. So I will show you that matching rule where we can create the matching. But before that, I will just show you, if say suppose this has been reconciled, or a user realized, okay, I have done some mistake, I need to do this, I need to reverse the reconciliation. Is it possible? Yes, I can click on this reverse reconciliation, it will be reversed. It will come in the open statement. I can delete it. Okay, it contains the matching record. Before deleting it, you need to also unmatch it. So by one click, you can just click on this unmatch all. It will be coming here once again. I will delete this. Now I will go to bank statement and I will delete the bank statement as, because I will talk about another scenario. Click on reopen and the delete option will be enabled. I will delete this. So now what I will talk about two scenarios. One, which is like, as an user, I don't like to match everything one by one and reconcile. I want a facility that system will understand this is matching with my bookings in ERP, and it will auto match. Another scenario is that I will show you in this matching rule, which is, say suppose it can happen that in bank statement, the date is 3rd of September. The booking in bank that has been posted on the 3rd of September. By some reason, it has not been posted on the same date in the ERP. right? It is possible. Maybe a user was on leave or user has not booked on some for some reason on the 3rd of September. They have booked on the next day, or it can be on 20, prior date. So if I do the matching rules, can system understand by the date difference will that automatically match? That I will also. I will now go to reconciliation matching rules. So here we can configure the matching rules. Like first, I will show the zero tolerance. Zero tolerance means it will be. I mean, if the bank statement says 3rd of September, a ERP has to be booked in 3rd of September. Otherwise, it will not auto match. This matching rules will not have any amount difference, but it is not necessary that you need to have it. You need to always have your amount date difference and amount allowed date difference and amount difference. So how you create the matching rules? You just need to click on new, and from here you can give any name, and this action will be on the 3 options: match with bank document, clear reversal statement lines, mark new transaction. Now I will talk about only match with bank document. It has to be matched with bank document. I will talk about this clear reversal statement lines and mark new transaction later. So when we talk about this, so I will not create anything. I have already created this one. Like any name you can give, and then you can select this action match with bank document. After this, you need to click on activate. It is activated now because I have already created it. And here match amount and match date difference. If you want, you can also give some other criteria. Say suppose recently I have worked with an organization where they want to reconcile because they were sending the outgoing file to the bank, and that has some, say suppose voucher details, and that voucher details will come as a bank reference in the bank statement file. So based on that voucher number in the statement and voucher number in the file, that matching has to be done. So that you can also do this additional criteria, transaction type, document number, everything. But not now. I will show you because that will be a complicated. It is a simple one I have created, zero tolerance. Now what I will do, again I will go to bank accounts. I will click on bank statements. I will click on import statement. I will click on browse. I will click on the other one. And in this statement, I have made this statement such a way so that has amount difference and date difference as well. Let's see if system can understand this or not. I will show the matching rule I have created as well. So for this, I will again click on validate. It's validated. I will go to bank reconciliation. I will create another worksheet. Here, if you notice, in my bank transaction in ERP, I have booked on 3rd of November 7,000 as a credit. But in bank statement, it shows 3rd of September, it is as 6,999 as a credit. But I want, as a CFO, as a finance manager, I want this allowance or tolerance needs to be there because it is possible by some rounding difference and everything. So it is possible. So it is up to the business how much they want to allow to match. So for this, what I need to do, if system can understand it not, I need to what we need to go to reconciliation matching rules. We need to create a matching rule such a way so that system can understand this difference. Like I was showing in the zero tolerance, but I have also created a different rules as well. Here I have given the allowed amount difference to USD and match date allowed date difference is 2. So that in this matching rule, if I talk about this statement, if you notice that in 3rd of September, this is the 7,000 is the amount difference, but in the second line, it is 899 as a transaction, is 899 as a transaction. The amount is same, but if you notice, the booking days in bank is 3rd of September, but in my ERP, I have booked as a 4/9/2022. So this is two scenarios covering up, which is one date difference, one amount difference. To do that, I have created a matching rule so that we can cater this record. And we need to do some set of allowed in parameter as well. Otherwise, it will not allow. So if I go to cash and bank management parameters, I need to set up this allowed date difference. I have added as 4. It means that if it is a 4-date difference, say suppose 3rd of September is a bank statement date, but either it can be prior or after, it can allow up to 4-date difference. That transaction can be on ERP either after that bank statement days as 4 day and prior date as well. It is only the date difference we need to allow from the bank statement parameters. What about money? What about amount allowed difference? It has to be done from the bank master. Reconciliation in this HDFC Bank, I have allowed penny difference as 5 pip. So now we understand that for the date, if we need to allow some tolerance, we need to go to the bank parameters. And if you want to allow some penny difference, I need to allow it from the bank statement. So by this combination and the matching rule, system will now understand it has to match. Now I will go to worksheet. Previously, what I have done, what we have done, we have seen that I need to click on this, I need to click on match. Now, as I'm talking about matching rules, I don't need to, click thousands of transaction manually. Instead, I will click on run matching rules. I will select the matching rule which I need to, select, and then I will click on OK. See, it's automatically matched based on the allowed date difference and amount date. So that is how, or that is the concept of matching rules. I don't need to click everything one by one. I will indicate system. I will create a rules, a matching rules. System will automatically match, and after that, I just need to review it, and I click on mark as reconcile. That's it. That is the process of matching rules. So now, since we have understood about the matching rules, I will not talk about further on this. So what I will do, I will unmatch it. I will talk about different scenario now. Later on, we will also see what is matching rule set. That I will also show. I will delete this bank accounts. I'm deleting. Don't get confused why I'm deleting, because I'm deleting. I need to show you another scenario. It's not necessary to delete and delete. Now we will talk about a scenario that I don't know whether you are aware of this scenario or not. In each and every bank basically, like we do in ERP, right? Any user would do some mistakes and erroneously, we reverse those transaction in ERP itself. So that has no impact in other system. It's a reversal. From bank as well, it is possible that bank will post something either by mistake or some reason, and then they will reverse that erroneously. And that will also come into the bank statement. So what is the impact in my ERP? Does it have any impact in my ERP? Answer is no, because that is the erroneous original transaction they have booked, and the same statement they will send as a reversal transaction. However, those will exist in my bank statement. How do you clear those? Right? That is also possible by creating a matching rules. So if you remember, I was talking about other two scenarios in the action. So if I see in the reversal, now you will notice this action is changed. I have created this matching rule as a clear reversal statement lines. That falls under this scenario where bank will erroneously reverse it, and it has nothing to do with my ERP system. It's a bank fault or bank for some reason they have reversed. But I need to clear it from my statement, right? So for that, I need to understand the transaction type. It is fine that I have created this matching rule, but also I need to understand how bank will send that file to me. I will explain it a bit. In the reversal file I have made it, I have created this reversal file. You will notice after the amount, they will send a code like N208, right? So this code indicates this is a reversal tagging. And this code is not a ERP specific. Again, I'm saying this is a industry specific. If you try to understand the code meaning of each and every transaction type, you can go to any website in Google and you can find it all the meaning of this code. I will also show you. I have downloaded from Google that all the transaction type in the MT940 format. I will show you once again. See, it is a transaction type ID and it is a name. BNK, it means securities related item. So this tagging will be sent by the bank each and in the file, right? So if I talk about this commission will be sent by by bank is COM commission. So we need to import this statement transaction type into our ERP as well, so that I can indicate, okay, if banks send this tagging in the transaction, ERP needs to understand this is a deposit, this is a check, this is a bill of exchange, whatever. So that's how we create the bank transaction type. This is one part. I will talk about this main account when we talk about another scenario, not now. But at first, you just need to understand. I need to import the bank transaction type here. And after that, I need to do the mapping. Mapping means here, I need to create the mapping that if the bank statement code is N208, then what is the bank transaction type will be. So for now, I have created both are same. N208 means N208. So system will understand, okay, this is something that bank has sent and this is something in my system as well. So I need to map it. Okay. And this is one part transaction to code mapping. And when you talk about matching rules, I need to create the matching rule such a way so that system understand whenever it's matched with this matching rule, the clear transaction statement lines, the statement bank transaction code, if 208, then it has to fall under this matching rule, right? It is a reversal functionality. Now I will show you, maybe if you are new into this matching rule, it can get confused, but don't be. I will show you how it looks like. I will import it, bank statement. Now I will import the reversal statement. And one more thing, if you notice the reversal one, you will understand in all the transaction line, it will be either credit or debit, but in the reversal, it will be the RD. RD means reversal of debit. That's how the bank will say in the file that it is a reversal. You need to understand as an ERP, maintenance that you need to understand RD means a reversal and N208 is reversal. You need to map with your system that is erroneous transfer or erroneous reversal. I will click on import. I will click on browse. I will select this reversal one. I will select upload. I will click on OK. It's done. I will click on validate as usual. Now I need to go to bank reconciliation. I will click a new one. HDFC Bank. Now I will go to worksheet. Now you will notice how this reversal basically looks like. See, it looks like 8999 as a credit. Again, it as showing as 899 as a debit. It is a reversal. But how system will understand? System will understand with the matching rule that will auto reconcile it. If I go right hand side, it has the tagging of reversal. So this is the functionality of ERP that system will automatically understand this is a reversal. Now what I will do, I will click on run matching rules and I will change this matching rule to reversal. Otherwise it will not reconcile or match. So now you see in left hand side, it is automatically matched because it is a reversal one. It is matched between these two. But if you notice in the bank transaction, nothing has been matched. That's why I said it has nothing to do with my ERP system. It's just something that bank has said I need to clear this by matching. That's it. And how to do this matching? By creating a reversal matching rules. That's it. So it is one scenario. What I will do, I will click on unmatch all. Have you understood this reversal scenario? It is very rare, but it can happen in the larger organization that where those transactions or the transactions are very huge, right? So now I will delete this. Now, what we will talk about? we'll talk about bank interest and bank charges. So bank interest and bank charges is a very common scenario, and each and every organization which follows this advanced bank reconciliation concept, they has to deal with this scenario. So what is, before I go to any setup and all, what is bank charges and bank interest? Why it is important? Because say as of now, what we are doing, we are seeing the transaction in statement, and the same transaction in the ERP is there, and we are matching with those, right? But bank charges and bank interest is something that user, as an accountant or a accounts payable clerk or account receivable clerk, they will not get to know until bank send this statement. Because bank charges and bank charges is something, it can be possible, but bank interest is something that it all bank send it whenever it is eligible, whenever the organization eligible, and they impose in the bank, right? They give the interest. How to understand, how to match with those? Because I don't have any clue that when the bank's charges will be happen or bank interest will happen unless I get this statement. So if I talk about, if I again take you to the PPT, here, if matching, I was doing this reconciliation statement, be it a reversal, be it a normal statement, date allowance, price amount, everything. But if not matching, right, add journal entries. So this is the typical process that add journal entries. Like if it is an interest, a user will see, okay, this is interest, this is charges, so I need to create a journal entry and post it, and then I will reconcile. But this process is not required in dynamic of finance and operation. If that is a bank interest or bank charges, system will automatically understand and make a entry from the bank module itself. You don't need to go anywhere. How it is done? For that, I was talking about this transaction, bank transaction types, right? And in bank transaction types, you see, I have added this main account charges for this main account. So whenever system understand, okay, bank send a code which is CHG, that means is a charges. And if that is posted from this statement line, that will post in this miscellaneous charges or whatever charges as per the organization chart of account policy. That's the first step. It will post in these charges automatically. I don't need to create in journal. But how system will understand, right? Again, I need to go to matching rules. I need to create some matching rules like new bank charges. Again, I was showing you like I have three options. One option was normal matching, match with bank document. Another option, clear reversal statement lines, which is erroneous reversal. System will understand, okay, this is reversal and I have to clear off. Another is mark new transactions. That means if a bank send a statement which contains some transactions which are not booked in the ERP, but that has tagging of CHG or as per bank transaction code. System needs to understand, okay, this is bank charges. If it is, say, suppose in INT, by bank language is always sent by the INT. The system will need to understand, okay, this is interest. For that, I need to create a matching rule. By action is, my action will be mark new transaction. Okay. And then I need to give the code here, bank transaction code equal to CHG. And again, I need to go to this transaction code mapping. Here, I need to add this CHG in transaction code will be bank charge. It is statement code. If they send this CHG, then bank transaction type which is CHG. Then, this will be the combination. System will understand, okay, CHG means in bank transaction type, it is a bank transaction type is CHG, charges and interest. That transaction code mapping we need to do. This is one part. Another part is we need to create a matching rule and we need to indicate which transaction code will be CHG or interest, whatever. And I need to give the action as mark new transaction. So what is the significance of mark new transaction? System will basically understand, okay, this is something I know, I have mapping, and I will mark those transactions as a new and automatically will match those. Let's see how it looks like. I will go to bank statement. Before that, I need to click on reopen. I will delete this one. I will click on import statement. For it, before I import, I will show you the new transaction, how it looks like. Like I was showing in reversal, they will send as a tagging of 208 into 208, but in new they will send as a interest, or I mean this tagging, interest or charges, whatever it is. So from this tagging, system will understand, okay, this is the interest, and that will match. I think I have added interest in the transaction code mapping as well. Let's see. Yeah, see, I have added this as a remarkable transaction for interest, and transaction code will be INT. If I go to transaction code mapping, here also I have added interest. Here INT equal to INT interest for this bank. So let's go to bank statement form. I will click on import statement, browse, and now I will click on new, click on upload. I will click on OK. Okay, so it is now open. I will click on validated. It's validated. Again, I will go to bank reconciliation. I will click. I will create a worksheet. HDFC worksheet, and now I will run the matching rules. So now, before I run the matching rule, you will see nothing is matching with my bank transaction. See, interest bank transaction code is interest, and this 469 as a credit, 256 as a credit. But if you see, nothing is matching, right? So I don't know whether it is interest bank. My system will tell me about it. So if I click on run matching rule, if I select the new matching rule which I have created, new interest one, I will click on OK. See, it has been matched. Again, like for the reversal one, I had nothing to do, or my organization had nothing to do with my transaction, because I did not have any transaction. But for this, I don't, even if I don't have transaction, but system has to automatically post those transactions, right? Because it is the interest. I don't have this transaction. Can system post it? The answer is yes. It is already matched. If you go and check this tab as new equal to, it says yes. So what will happen? Now I don't need to do anything from here. I can click on mark as reconcile. That's it. And I will go to bank statement. And I will go to matched one. I will click on the statement ID. Now I will see this two transaction is booked, right? And this is showing as new. And if I check this financials, it will show me which account it will be posted. This 60810 I have configured in bank transaction type, which I was showing. This is the automatic approach. I don't need to create any manual journal entry. If it is an interest, or if it charges, it will automatically fetch those transaction as a new as per the matching rules, and it will auto post in this offset in this ledger account what I have selected. The entry will be as simple that one side will be the bank, and one side will be 608110. So that's how basically we can configure the matching rules with reversal and with new transaction as well. Say suppose bank interest and bank charges. If I post it, it will post it, but I will not post it now. Before I post it, I will post this one. But before I post it, I want to talk about one, one scenarios. What I have seen now, what I have shown you now. You can have an argument, or you can have a debate that why I need to select the matching rule, because when bank send the file, I won't know which statement has how many scenarios. One statement can reversal, one statement can have no reversal scenarios. That statement can have new transaction and one normally matching, right? I don't need to select each and every time. I'm sorry. I don't need to go here, or I don't want to go here and I run all the matching rules one by one. Then system will match it everything. No, it is a debating point. So what is the solution? The solution is matching rule set, right? Like in my agenda, I was talking about matching rule set. So what is matching rule set? It's basically a simple concept. Whatever matching rule I have created for this bank or my organization, I will add those all the rules in the matching rule set. So if I show you that, see, I have created a matching rule like all MD940 all rules. And in this matching rule set, I have added all the matching rules. So now my approach will be, I don't need to select matching rule while I am matching the transaction. Instead, what I can do, I can just select the matching rule set. System will check that statement is falling under which scenario, or it can have multiple scenario, that doesn't matter. It will, you know, take care of each and every matching rules and all. Let's see. Say this one. This is unmatched. So like I was doing, I was removing the matching rule and I am selecting the correct matching, but it is not a feasible solution. What I do, I will select the matching rule set all. System will auto identify which matching rule is falling under this statement, and it will auto match. So this is the concept of matching rule set. It is nothing. It's easy, very easy. Once you created matching rules, if it is working, then your matching rule set nothing to do with your matching. It's just you need to add those all matching rules into the matching rule set, and when you are running the a statement for matching, you just need to select these matching rule set. That's it. It is the matching rule set concept. Sorry. So this is about the matching and all. But again, if I was in your seat, I would ask you that why I need to all the time create this statement and run matching. Why system can't create this worksheet and all? Why it cannot be automated from the first step when I import it, right? The answer is yes, we can do that. It's very easy. It's called automated full end-to-end automated approach. What system will do? What I need to configure? So for that, I need to enable just a simple solution, which is under automation in the bank master. You just need to enable this reconcile after import under automation. I need to tell the default matching rule set. Then system will understand, okay, it is telling me the reconcile after import itself, right? Let's see how we can do that. Let's first delete the statement. Click reopen and delete it. Now, at the time of importing the statement, I will browse it. I will first say, I will take any random one, say this reversal, maybe new, upload. Once I import it, once I want to import it, before I import, I need to just select this reconcile after import. And I will click on OK, and you will see a magic, which basically it automatically match. I don't need to put the statement and match running rules. See, the status is matched. If I go to bank reconciliation, it's already created. So nothing I need to do. I will go to worksheet and I will see everything is matched. See, it is matched with new transactions. So that is basically that's how we can automate the entire process. I don't need to manually match, run matching rules, nothing. I just need to click on that statement, that parameter, and system will do the matching and everything on behalf of me. That's it. That is the automated approach. And that was the last scenario. But since I have not posted this, I'm uh, coming with this new transaction. Since I have not posted, see, it is matched with new one. If I need to post it, because it is this transaction has to be posted, because interest I have got, I need to post it in system, right? I need to go to the statement, this matching one, and what I need to do, I need to click on post. See, statement has been posted. If I click on, or if I go to this bank account, if I click on transactions, now we will see these transactions 725 and everything has been posted. Like here, you are seeing that add journal entries. I did not create any journal entry. System has been, I have indicated or instructed or configured the system that which account it will be posted, and system can automatically post into that account. If I click on voucher, you will notice, okay, this voucher is not, has not came because I think it has, it is stuck in subledger journal, has not been posted one. Yes, transfer. And then I will go to cash and bank management, bank accounts. I will select this transactions. I will click on this voucher. Now you see the description is bank statement, right? Posting type is bank statement. It is interest and bank account. So this transaction I have not posted. System has posted. I have just indicated the system by matching rules that if the interest, if the code is interest, then you need to post this in this account. How it has been posted, I will show you once again. Bank transaction types. Interest. See this one 608110. I have indicated here. I have added the transaction code mapping, and then system understood. Okay, I have matched it, and this needs to be posted automatically in this account with the bank, and that has been posted. That's it. So that is all about the end-to-end approach, end-to-end automated approach. Whichever way you want to sell this to your customer as per their requirement or feasibility. Maybe say why I'm saying, because as of now what we have seen, the best approach is to fully automate, right? But there are scenarios that maybe your business or your partner, whichever it is, you are implementing in a country or organization, they have a lot of adjustment entries and all. It's not necessary that it has to be matched or it automatically will be matched everything, right? So for that, maybe your customer comes up and say, okay, now I will not rely on the bank and it will not auto match. I have to do this. I have to run this matching tool or matching tool set. Then I will decide, okay, it has been matched. Then I will do the reconciliation. But if your organization is happy, okay, I don't have any problem. I can rely if the system gives me the correct answer. Then you can go ahead and do the automated approach. They will just import it and that's it. Please note, in this session, I will not talk about any integration, like importing statement is a functional thing, but whether it will be imported automatically from the bank or middleware, that is an integration part. If you have your developer, you can talk to your developer, they can do this. But what I can give you the hint, it is possible. In my previous implementation, we have done the end-to-end, importing also we have done by the integration, third party or a middleware. So the bank has to send the file. We had to keep it somewhere in middleware and whatever it is, and then automatically import in the system. But that's we will not discuss. And since I have some time, 1 or 2 minutes, I will talk about that. If you can also take some advantage of bank reconciliation, sorry, cash and bank management workflow as well. If you want to keep some control, that you want to have some bank reconciliation journal approval workflow, it is also possible. But it only have give you the control to mark as reconciled. It has nothing that control to post in the interest account or not. It is not possible as of now. But as per the plan, as per the roadmap, Microsoft has plan or feature to bring to you that it will also be possible to post that entry from the bank worksheet itself. You don't need to go to the bank reconciliation and post. That's not the case. They will give you the possibility, but I don't know when it will come. But that's in the idea portal, and that has been taken care as a roadmap plan. And before I complete this session, I will also talk about some features which have which you need to take care of. And Microsoft has in the last year specifically, they have given a lot of features. Like I was doing reversal, right? Even if I have reconciled it, I was able to reverse the reconciliation. I can also reverse. I can also make it reopen. So that kind of feature you need to enable. Otherwise, at the first it will not show you. So these are the bank state, bank cash and bank parameters feature I have enabled. So once you are, maybe you are checking in this YouTube later on, just pause it and check which of the feature I have enabled, and you will understand what to do and what not to do. So yeah, that's it for this session. I hope you have been able to understand. Those who wanted to learn from basic, I hope they will now be, be more confident and start from scratch. And those who already knew, they can, I hope they had a good revision. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thank you, Ramit. It was a really good session. I mean, we saw, I mean, how the actual implementation was done. I really appreciate that. I can see there are a lot of questions. So I think we have some time. So would you please take them?
Yes, I can take them.
Yeah, thank you. So the first question from Darshan Jog. So his question is, in what scenarios do we need to rely on ISV add-ins for advanced bank reconciliation? Also, what are the known gaps in the functionality?
That's a very, very good question. My agenda was the main thing that I will make you more comfortable that it's not really required to bring ISV solution in your implementation. It's a very cost effective solution, I would say. I have shown you that I think you have understood by a simple logic. If you are it's more important to gather your requirement, then you can fit as per the requirement, and it is possible. I know from the last year Microsoft has invested a lot of things in the feature. They have given a lot of possibilities. So if you are looking for a specific solution, you can just contact with me, but it's really, it's not possible, it's not impossible. It's possible to take everything from the bank and then import it. And if you want, you can also integrate from the Azure as well. That's it. It's not required to involve any ISV solution, from my perspective.
Hope, Darshan, that answers your question. So the next question is Ramit Arnaud. I don't know how to spell his name, but yeah, I will read out the question for you. His question is about bank statement format, which are not part of our MS electronic reporting repository.
Mm.
So CFO NB, for instance, for many France banks. So his question is about if those formats are not available in the MS electronics repository, then how would we manage that?
I think it's also an important question that some bank send some customized form and all. Yeah, you can take some reference from, say, suppose a known format camp 53, and you can create your own repository, and it is possible. That's it. It's a low code no code functionality in your workspace, right?
Okay, so you mean to say it's possible to
Yeah.
do? I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So hope that answers that question. Then the next question, it is sort of a suggestion what Billur has suggested. So I would just read it out for you. So Billur just tried to mention or highlight a gap in the advanced bank reconciliation. So she writes, like, I think there is one gap for advanced bank reconciliation. Is that
Yeah.
for the opening balance, you are not able to reconcile. You
Great.
need to upload the fake statement and reconcile. So for opening balances, I think that feature is not available. For that, you need to upload the fake statement and reconcile.
Yes, I absolutely agree with Billur. I remember I also was thinking last night Billur will ask this question, because I saw your recommendation, Billur, in the community. A lot of questions were asked, and you have suggested the same thing. Yes, I also agree with you. We need to create a fake statement, and we need to clear those unrecalled sign statement what you are talking about. It's a very good question. Thank you, and thank you for the suggestion, Billur.
So the next question is from Ruchi Gupta. She has a question about the type code will be same for all the banks or not.
Yes, if it is MD940, it has to be same because it is organization specific, like I have started. It is not ERP specific. It has to be same. You can also search in Google. It will show you the type code.
Yeah. Yeah. The next question is again from Armod, where he says new transactions related to changes and interest are properly handled in standard FNO, advanced bank reconciliation, through matching rule setup. What about customer payment, for instance? You should not use a GL account, but a customer ISL account.
I am not sure whether I have understood or not, but if the customer payment is there, then it has
Mhm.
to be, in our ERP bookings, we will get to know that what customer has sent it, right? So yeah, I think if it is for customer payment, then it has to be in the ERP booking and transaction statement board. And yeah, you are right. And if you are talking about the customer payment, which we are maybe not aware, then you need to configure a ledger account and all. I think it is possible.
Okay. Hope Arnold, it answers your question. I think I can see a lot of questions from Arnold. Looks like Ramit, the session was quite useful to everyone. I can see a
Yes.
lot of questions. And once again,
Mhm.
thank you for that. And the next
Yes.
question from Vaibhav Sane, is it possible to match the multiple transactions at one side and only one line in other side? But the criteria is common like payment reference or a voucher ID.
Vaibhav, I don't think so because we have given instruction to the system that the date difference and all. So by the matching rule, I don't think so, but it is possible by the manual matching. You can click on this and it is possible, but it will be a manual effort, Vaibhav.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I think again Arnold asked one more question. I think he just wanted a
Yes,
confirmation
yes,
from
yes,
you.
yes,
The user should first create and post a customer payment journal in FNO, right? This is what his
yes,
question.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
And also he says it's a lot of manual work for organization where a same person is handling AR, AP, and GL. Looks like it's a lot of manual work.
Yes, I think so. I'm not. I don't know how to pronounce. I'm not okay. Yeah, it will be a manual effort if you don't have any integration. Like you are, you get to know from customer whether they have paid or maybe they have not sent to the remittance. In
Okay.
the industry, basically, the best practice is that whenever any file, I mean, whenever any payment from our side we send to the payment remittance to the payment remittance to the bank, right? Sorry, the vendor. So if you are talking about this manual effort, you can ask your client to enable a process whether whenever customer is sending a payment, they can send you the payment remittance so that you get to know and you can post it in Dynamics.
Okay. I think we have a last question from Darshan Jog. So how can the VAT/GST implications of bank charges or interest be handled? Can it also be automated?
No, it cannot be automated because in the bank charges, it's only only we can add only one account. So you need to take care of this by the manual changes in EVT because there is no possibility to enable the two main account or tax implications if you are want to automate it. It's not possible. Darshan.
Yeah. I think we are done with the questions. I think Ramit, there were many questions, and I believe this session was helpful for everyone. So maybe that is the reason people ask the questions. And I really appreciate your effort and thank you for this session, Ramit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Now,
much, everyone who have joined. Yeah. Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Nothing to say
Yeah.
more.